hungry dog licks its nose, while a satisfied dog licks its private part. Sisi kama hungry dogs tunasema ya kwamba.
What if I told you that Ruto's biggest political headache is not Gachagua? What if the real threat is someone younger, louder, and way more unpredictable? Who exactly is Babu Owino? How exactly did he rise from campus politics to now shaking Ruto's government? And what is this that he's planning next that has all Kenyan political bigwigs scrambling behind closed doors? This is not just another political drama. This is what could be the beginning of a major power shift in Kenya. Now stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why Babu Owino might just be the one person that Ruto cannot control.
The oppressors will be punished for oppressing the oppressed. And the oppressed will be punished for accepting oppression. We will therefore not accept oppression.
Those of us who had the privilege of seeing Babu Owino in his campus days, we know that this fire was not lit yesterday. We know that this fire has been burning for a while.
Who is Babu Owino?
Yeah, thank you. Babu Owino is a Kenyan citizen who means no harm, has no harm, thinks no harm, and intends no harm, but just has the interest of Kenyans at heart.
What is Babu Owino studying?
Babu Owino is doing his second degree in law. My first degree was actuarial science.
Actuarial science?
Yeah, now I'm taking another degree in law.
Why do you want the 2 degrees?
Now, actuarial science deals with numbers, law deals with facts. A combination of the two is best for any other individual. I vied for Westlands MP in the last elections. It was quite unfortunate that now I'm the standing MP for Westlands because there's a seated one.
Yes, Babu Owino has been at it for a while, and we have seen him mature right in front of our eyes. Because of this, many people judge him from his past, not realizing that he is now a more mature and more responsible person.
Babu Owino should be banned from occupying a public office. His behavior disqualifies him from leadership. First of all, I would like to really thank the person who commented that way. And number one, I would like to tell you that you don't have the moral, the yardstick to measure morality. Everybody has a weakness, everybody has a skeleton in their closet, and we are all work in progress.
The attacks have not only come from anonymous people, but also from well-known public figures.
Yeah, a lot of people believe that Babu Owino will be the solution to replace Sakaja. A lot of people are like Babu for governor, Babu for governor.
Another thug, another criminal, the man who shot DJ Evolve twice. Everybody was seeing it. I want to find a person who can tell me that they did not see Babu shooting Evolve. Babu is a thug who has committed many crimes before.
And the answer that Babu Owino has for Miguna begins to let you know that Babu is becoming different. Babu is becoming mature. Babu is behaving in a way to attract public respect.
There's a man with little knowledge, but he uses it maximally. Number two, Miguna has exaggerated sense of self-worth. Only those two.
You don't believe Miguna is knowledgeable?
How?
That gentleman speaks with the date stamps and time, and he has information.
Does he speak like the way I've spoken about this finance bill? Can he speak like that?
Okay, I've not discussed the finance bill with him.
Call him and now weigh the two. Because if we talk about law, I can talk about everything that he knows about law. But when it comes to any other aisle of life,
Yeah.
when it comes to actuarial science, economics, history, can he? He's just loud. He's hiding all that ignorance in his loudness. Nothing else.
So we can all agree that the current Babu Owino is different. So what is the current Babu Owino telling us?
Jeff, it is always better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. The time is now, and the time for the youthful leadership is now. I'm still talking with my brother Ndindi. I have an ambition, and I told you that there could be a presidential ambition, there could be a gubernatorial ambition, depending on how we will decide with my brother Ndindi. But I said, Ndindi is equally a performer. Today, if we decide we go for presidency, asubuhi mapema.
Wewe president, Ndindi deputy.
Without Mindio Rezo, Ndindi akuwe deputy. Without even paying agents. Asubuhi mapema. Jeff, kwanza wewe, I'm very sure, utatuvotia. Nauza, pigia kura, na upate venye unatuongezea another one.
And when asked why he reasons like this was his answer.
We can see vacancies everywhere. Vacancy from the presidency, vacancy from the deputy presidency, vacancy in the position of the gubernatorial seat, there is vacancy. Right now as we speak, I'm spoiled for choice. My supporters are fighting day and night.
Yeah.
Some are saying, Babu, you have to be the president in 2027.
Umesikia?
They are saying
president
everywhere.
Unaweza?
But what does your conscience tell you?
Yeah. What is your inner Babu?
Things are, I'm overqualified for all these positions.
Overqualified.
Overqualified. Okay?
Yes.
Me, President of the Republic of Kenya. Jeff, my age mates have been presidents. Look at Traore.
Oh, we were just talking about him earlier on today.
Yeah.
Look at Fidel Castro at 32 was a president. Look at Gaddafi at 28 was a president. So we are late. We are late. Running a nation only needs a clear mental faculty.
Wow, I didn't even know that Gaddafi became president at 28. You are clearly late. Now, does that mean the dream of supporting Kalonzo Musyoka for president in 2027 is dead?
Tushikeni Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka atupeleke Canaan. Sawa sivyo?
Babu Owino has come out to launch his own presidential run, and whether or not it's doable for him, the Kalonzo Musyoka narrative clearly is dead. We won't even bother with it. And with no further ado, let's get after it. Now, the first reason behind Babu Owino launching his presidential bid is this. I've said it time and time again. Babu Owino is an MP whose name and fame has reached all corners of Kenya. But that is just a name. It is not a brand. For socialites, their brand is their Instagram accounts. For politicians, their national brand is their political party. So I suspect that Babu Owino is about to launch his own party in between now and 2026 December. Now, I know some of you will say, what is the link between a presidential bid and the launch of a party? And to that end, I would say, show me a presidential candidate that did not vie using their own party ticket. I mean, even Waihiga Mwaura and Wajakoya had their own party. So long story short, this presidential bid of Babu Owino is linked to an incoming party. And this is a smart move because historically, for a party to attract aspirants and subsequent candidates, the party leader usually has to be on the ballot. And so if Babu is going for president, who is to say that Tim Wanyonyi won't become governor of Nairobi with Babu Owino as his party leader? Who is to say that Edwin Sifuna won't become senator of Nairobi with Babu Owino as his party leader, especially now that he is about to be ousted? And who is to say that James Orengo won't win a second term in Siaya with Babu Owino as his party leader? I know Babu has dreams to become governor of Nairobi, but hear me out. What if God wants to use this party to make Babu the heir apparent of Luo Nyanza? Something is cooking here, and I would like to encourage the Luos especially to keep their plate and spoon very close, sababu Babu anapanga kuwapakulia kitu karibuni. Now, the other question is this. Can Babu win the presidency? The answer is both yes and no. If Babu vies now, he will automatically inherit Raila's massive kingdom, but he will not necessarily win the presidency. And that's majorly because his allies are still growing. You know, Babu might be Thor, the strongest Avenger, but his critical allies like Didi Nyoro are still learning how to hone their powers. Because as at now, the mountain is taking direction from Rigathi, not Didi Nyoro. So Babu might be ready, but his friends are not ready. They need 5 years, wakomae kidogo in politics, so that when Didi Nyoro comes out and says, I have endorsed Babu Owino for president, there will be no challenger, labda akwe mwenda wazimu. But having said that, in 5 or 10 years, I can see a president and a deputy president in Babu Owino or Didi Nyoro. These two are the ones watamaliza hii political beef ya Wajaluo na Wakikuyu. They will bring the two together.
For some time there, people actually thought that beef between Kikuyus and Luos was cured by Uhuru Kenyatta supporting Raila Odinga. But Babu Owino tends to think something totally different from that.
I want to tell the Kikuyus, as Babu Owino, I'm your son-in-law, be careful with these two musketeers. These people are lying to you, and I can tell you they are going to work again in future. This war that is being purportedly fought now is to rally you behind one person so that you are delivered later on back to the person who has the knife.
Ulifanyiwa ile kitu. Time ya election. Now you see Rigiji is saying, Uhuru is our brother. Let us work with him. You see now they are now Very soon you'll hear Uhuru saying, Uhuru meeting Rigiji.
One thing that we cannot deny about Babu Owino is that he knows how to read situations, because some of the things that he actually said are things that have happened now. But also we have to acknowledge, or we have to appreciate the fact that he's someone who does not underestimate his opponents.
But what I must appreciate about Ruto, he met me in parliament. He asked me, Babu, do you believe that now I'm the president? He asked me. I told him, ulitushinda na akili. Yes. That man is a sharp man. We cannot underrate him. I can tell you, Murid, the day I saw Ruto in parliament, and he asked me a question that, Babu, sasa umeamini mimi ni rais? And I told him, His Excellency, ulitushinda na akili.
Because of such reasoning, I feel safe trusting in Babu Owino, because he's not been led by his juvenile thoughts that it is going to be just so easy to win against Ruto. And when he says it's going to be easy, then you have to know that he knows how dangerous Ruto can be, and he still thinks that he has such a chance to put this man down.
2027 William Ruto versus Babu Owino, mnaweza patia nani for presidency mazee? Usikii jana nilicheki Babu Owino akiongea mambo zake za presidency, akasema that yeye in fact hata ame overqualify, kama kuna jina kama hiyo unanipata. In fact hata Babu Owino alikuwa anasema that yeye peke yake ndio mwenye anaweza shinda Ruto by far.
Only Babu Owino can beat Ruto squarely. Squarely by a day before elections. Wachana na ile watu wanasemanga asubuhi. Ini a day before elections tunaweza mwangusha. Ama vipi mrembo? Unaona huyu ni vota wangu ashakubali.
Babu Owino recognizes the power that lies with the Kenyan youth. If they decided to really vote in one of their own, then Ruto does not stand a chance. But since that is still a piped dream at the moment, Babu Owino is wise enough to launch his bid, even though he's not willing to run for president in come 2027. But he is now a prominent name. He is someone that you can associate with being a president. So you'll not be very surprised when you see him now really want to run for president come 2032. Also, this will do him good. He's creating some shockwaves. He's creating a narrative. People are talking about him. This does him good, even as we know that he wants to bid. He wants to really run for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat, which I have very big hopes, and really I know that he's able to win against Mr. Dimples, because we all know that Mr. Dimples has literally done nothing for the Nairobi people.
He will be number last in this race for 2027. If we are 20 aspirants, he will be the 21st.
Number 20. I stand a better chance.
You can beat him, Eric. You can beat him, I'm telling you, in an election. Why? Because the opportunity that God gave him, he has messed it.
And for people who think that Babu Owino cannot actually become the governor for Nairobi simply because the Mount Kenya vote will not be with him.
Habari zenu, wacha tu niongee nitoke. Nataka kuambia kijana Paul Ongiri ama Babu Owino, tunajua wewe umeoa msichana wetu wa mlima, lakini hiyo haijakupea garanti lazima tukuchague kama governor. Na mwenye nakudanganya ati kuna kura za Wakikuyu, my friend, jina Ongiri si jina Kamau, Macharia, Irongo, Gachagua. Kama ingekuwa jina ya mlima ungepata kura, lakini mwenye nakudanganya utapata kura za Mkikuyu, asikure tu pesa yako. Sisi watu wa Gema tushajipanga. 2027 governor ni wa Gema, deputy governor ni Gen Z, women rep ni Gen Z. So tushajipanga. So Babu Owino, tafuta kiti yako ya governor upewe na Wajaruo wenzako. Nyinyi Wajaruo mnadharau jamii ya Wakikuyu sana. Nimesikia hata mkisema ati hapa Nairobi hatuna kura. Ngojeeni. Hata hii kiti ya Babu Owino hapa kazi hiyo ni huko ni kwa Wakikuyu. Lazima tuikujie. So mwenye anadanganya Babu Owino, by the way, ufanye vizuri. Wacha kudanganya Babu Owino atapata kura za Mkikuyu. Hawezi pata. Liverpool za Mkikuyu, za Mkamba hawezi pata, ama za mtu wa Gema. So Babu Owino, tafuta kiti ya governor. na usubtract kura ya mtu wa Gema.
You know, they say in every market akosagi mwendo wazimu, lakini hata si mwendo wazimu. This is just an empty brain of a person. How can you just hold a phone and speak such nonsense? Bro, right now we are not really about tribes. We are only looking for good leaders.
This one is nothing. It cannot intimidate me.
Dr. Babu Owino.
Oh, doctor twice.
Doctor twice. Yeah, one from Weldios University in Benin, the Republic of Benin.
Okay.
Another one from the House of Lords, City University from Paris. The house and the conferment was done in the House of Lords in London, United Kingdom.
Okay.
So it is doctor. Yes.
Doctor twice. Doctor raised to power 2. Most of the time you always talk about your academic qualifications, but some academic dwarfs, they don't know. Let's take it back. Degrees, ngapi?
Degrees are now 4.
Okay.
Doing the 5th. So the first degree is actuarial science.
Actuarial science.
First class honors.
Okay.
Second degree is masters in actuarial science.
Okay.
Third degree is LLB law. Degree in law.
Okay.
Second class upper division.
Okay.
Fourth is masters in law, LLM. The first masters is public international law. Okay. Then a second masters, which is a third masters in overall. Second masters in law again. Right now taking law, democracy and governance. Then 6 diplomas. Okay. Just acquisition of knowledge. That's why we want to dispense knowledge here carelessly from the basket of knowledge.
That is the plan. That is the plan. So now you said you're doing the 5th one.
Yes.
Still UN?
Still UN at the University of Nairobi.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. Now you guys can see that the person that we are hosting is an intellectual.
It is pure balderdash to come and entertain nonsensical, comical, and ridiculous activities being done here while our people are suffering. The megalomaniac behavior, the temerity, the rude courage that the witness is using to address us is because of the overconfidence of the 117 million. And as a result of that, Mr. Chair, this committee must be respected because that overambition can only be compared to an overambition of an ant climbing the legs of an elephant with the aim of raping it. Some lily-wads, some demagogues, in the name of trying to paint the good name of our president. The deputy president has been moving faster than a gazette. Mr. Speaker, lastly, I would like you to advise the academic dwarf Honorable Waluke to desist from abusing an intellectual like me. Say no or high, university must be respected. If you didn't go there, it's none of my business. Is the entombment or entombment. Honorable Speaker, oblivion, I'm the one who's speaking. I'm the one who's speaking. Just keep quiet, I'm the one who's speaking.
The Honorable Babu, just be kind enough to your fellow members. Withdraw that part of the statement which was unparliamentary.
I don't understand that part. Which part are you asking? Oblivion. Honorable Speaker, as per the definition of oblivion, before I withdraw it, let me define it, then I withdraw it. Oblivion is the entombment or entombment, for those who don't understand, of the unworthy into their own dust of nothingness. So therefore, Honorable Speaker, what should I withdraw there? That revolution advocated for 3 things. Number 1, equality and fraternity. Can you just shut up as I pump knowledge in your empty mind? Going by the rules of interpretation, the literal rule, the golden rule, and the purposive approach. The facticity of the fact is that Azimio Alliance, Azimio One Kenya Alliance is a coalition, is the majority coalition party.
Why mimi niko na degrees mingi ni kwa sababu katika nyumba yetu hakuna mtu yeyote alisoma.
So kila mtu nimemfanyia degree katika familia yangu. Ya mamangu ni hiyo first class honors in actuarial science. Ya ndugu yangu ni hiyo masters in actuarial science. Ya dada yangu ni hiyo law. Na yangu ni masters in law. Alafu nimefanyia ma relatives wangu pia ma diplomas. Diplomas 6.